Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Episode 79. Yes, worthiness is a part of being and is tied to your authentic self. You already know you are different and unique. There is no one else like you on the planet. Even identical twins are distinctive in personality. You're intelligent, skilled, and compassionate. So why do you question your worthiness? As a human, it's normal to compare yourself to others. But remember, comparing is an active fear by the egoic mind to keep you insignificant and conform to what it thinks society wants. Anytime you get pushed back from the world, your ego starts the negative self-talk, which assaults your confidence. Yes, injury has occurred as you traversed this path of life. There have been disappointments, missteps, and missed opportunities because of fear. But these experiences aren't meant to keep you down. You know they're there to help you grow into your authentic self. But many people think worthiness is tied to self-esteem, but it isn't. Instead, acceptance of who you are authentically is the underlying condition that needs to occur to believe in yourself. That means you learn to love those things about yourself that are unique, that you don't like, and are different from others. Worthiness is about you being authentically you. It has nothing to do with anything outside of yourself. Therefore, no one can give you value. Your worth is a fact that can never be stolen or whittled away because of missteps you've taken. You are worthy of love. The ego believes society wants you to conform so acceptance can occur, and then you'll receive love. For some reason, the ego thinks love has to be earned. Maybe it came from a generational pattern handed down within your family because you felt more love when you behaved a certain way or did well in school. So the ego warps your thought patterns. It doesn't help that society points out your shortcomings by showing you photoshopped images of how others are flawless, which shows that you aren't. But this is a lie of the media because everyone has issues they are dealing with, and altering images isn't truthful. The one thing you are perfect at is being yourself. Only you can be you. No one else can take that away from you. So consciously choose to be authentically and perfectly yourself. And since there is only one unflawed version of yourself, you're already fantastic. Furthermore, you are eminently lovable. Only you can develop into a more authentic version of yourself, and therefore your worthiness is immeasurable. Now you have a choice to make. You can believe the ego's lies urging you to imitate society and never feel fulfilled. Or you can listen to your intuition, your soul's voice, and know you are good enough, just as you are. See, worthiness is a condition of the soul, not the mind. Furthermore, when you recognize this fact, you awaken to your full potential. Be your own hero. Don't allow the ego to tear down your confidence or make you believe you need to do what it thinks society needs. Instead of conforming, remind yourself of your inner beauty. See the limitless potential, possibilities, and opportunities before you. And know you're worthy of love and respect, just as you are. When you believe in yourself, you're empowered. You stand up to others, so you're treated with respect. Personal boundaries are in place, and there are consequences if they're disrespected. You rise to meet the expectations you have of yourself. You consciously make choices based on what you believe is possible, instead of shrinking due to fear. Your faith in yourself is a choice. So be your number one fan and actively build your self-confidence. First, you must decide you're going to be your own champion. Then, each day, remind yourself that your worthiness is based on being authentic. Being authentic means you accept yourself as you are, and you must reject those parts you aren't. For example, you aren't perfect. You'll make missteps, so holding yourself to that standard isn't realistic and damaging. Why? Because the ego uses this impractical viewpoint against you as an excuse for why others find you lacking. You cannot be all things to everyone because that's not why you were created. Your authenticity is needed for a specific purpose only you can fulfill by being you. That's why you're here, right now, to be you. Connecting with others promotes worthiness. When you authentically connect with another, you feel loved. This bonding is a sense of being open and accessible to another person and feeling they are vulnerable and available to you. Both participants show empathy and compassion for the other, and it's a positive experience. When this connection isn't present, you feel unworthy. So what causes you not to bond with somebody? According to researcher Brené Brown, fear and shame stop you from forming authentic relationships. Why? Because you believe a lie of the ego that if the other person knew this one thing about you, they wouldn't want to be your friend. So feeling unworthy of love means you suffer from shame of the intimate connection. When you feel ashamed, you have a powerful uneasiness. You experience feelings of insufficiency and worthlessness. Most shame doesn't come from behaving badly. Instead, it comes from being told you're inferior, that you're unworthy. When you accept this lie, or your ego takes it as an accurate statement, you have difficulty admitting anything about you is good. But again, this is a lie of the ego. Instead, consciously navigate your way out of shame and loneliness. You release its power to hold you and learn you are courageous by sharing your story. When you alter your inner dynamics, you create better relationships, and the love you desire flows freely into your life. The authentic connections you make will show your ego that your vulnerability is actually a strength. How to feel worthy. It's simple to say, but challenging to implement. Hence, start believing you are worthy of love. Next, recognize you are valuable just as you are. To do this, you need to reframe the sabotaging stories you're telling yourself. You can do this. It requires you to deal with some of the personal baggage you've been carrying around with you. Nonetheless, you can shift your mindset and change your perspective, and it's worth the time and effort to do so because it allows you to begin again. The road to loving yourself and making authentic connections is the beginning of your healing journey. You can transform your life. It's a choice to retrain your brain to understand the fundamental truth. The purpose of humanity is to love one another. That means everyone, including you, is worthy of love. Dare to accept the love given to you each day. The compliment from a stranger, the appreciation of a friend, the loving embrace from family are simple acts of love you need to receive without explanation. Believe they gave it because of the authentic connection you have with that person, not because you've earned it for something you did. Remember, you are an eternal being and are limitless. Your true self is pure love personified. Therefore, your journey towards living your life isn't about searching for anything outside of yourself. It's about discovering the love already within you and expressing it in all of your relationships. Moving forward, knowing your worth. The most important day is the day you decide you're good enough for yourself. It's the day you set yourself free, liberated from the negative tapes your ego plays, released from the expectations you take on or impose upon yourself, uninhibited from the limited mindset that can't learn from the missteps made. You have judged yourself out of your natural state. You can only be who you are, and it is good enough. You are worthy just as you are. When you do your best as you move forward in life, taking risks, learning as you go, your authentic self emerges and thrives. Again, you see the proof that you are good enough and worthy just by being authentically you. As you become more mindful of the tapes playing in your head and become conscious about your mindsets, you can alter the trajectory of your life. Do you need help to realize your own worthiness? Do you need support in overcoming your negative self-talk? Do you want a strategy to help you create an extraordinary life? If so, please get in touch with me and we can put together an action plan for you to be authentically you and know you are good enough. You are worthy just as you are. If you want to hear about how I discovered my worthiness, you can do so by reading my memoir, Raven Transcending Fear, available on Amazon. Go to raventranscendingfear.com for more information. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com, where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.